Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how a JFET works and the simple operation of it, and it'll include a little analogy to make you recall this thing and basically make it easier for you to understand. So let's start off. I'll be addressing the N-channel JFET in this video, but for the P channel almost everything is reversed. The N turns into P turns into N. Just reverse the logic. Let's start out with our N-channel JFET. What do we know in an N-channel JFET? We know that negative voltage will pinch. Let's draw our terminals: drain, source, gate. Okay, and N-channel need a negative voltage to pinch. So go like this: negative voltage source. Put our little ground here, and in the drain to source just put a little positive, just to make things a bit more clearer. I'm going to put in a little lamp. Okay, now N channel, obviously negative voltage to pinch. At this state I'm just going to say 0 volts. This is going to be 15 volts. At this state right now, 0 volts, you need negative to pinch. Nothing is pinching this thing, so drain to source is fully conducting, right? So this bulb will, if you don't change the circuit at all, this bulb will always be on. Okay, now let's apply some negative voltage here. Let's say negative 5 volts, right? Obviously it's different for every JFET. You have to check the data sheet and stuff, but generally this is what happens. You apply a negative voltage, right? This is a very high, VP, the V pinch, but anyway, let's say you put negative 5, and we say that it works in a linear fashion. This light would actually dim down because there's no longer 15 volts completely passing through here. There's yes, this voltage source is still 15, but if you were to put a voltmeter and you connect it across drain and source, you would actually see something like obviously smaller than 15, so let's say like 9.5 volts or something like that. Now that's basically how a JFET works in its state like this: 0 volts and 15 here. It's always conducting, this part, drain to source. But when you apply a bit of negative voltage, this will pinch. So this part will start pinching and nothing will flow from drain to source. Let's give you an easy analogy to remember that. Here's a little JFET, N, P, and P. Okay, now forget about this for now. Look over here. Let's say this is our little hairband, right? A physical hairband. Forget about the electronic aspect of this. We'll say that our hairband has 2 terminals and there's motors here. This is a P junction, right? Just P, P. What these arrows mean are, when you apply positive voltage, these motors will drive this hairband this way, and this will drive it this way, so outwards. So what happens is basically that this hairband turns into this. So it's not even pinching, right? So in the pinching aspect, the height is not getting bigger of this little band over here. So how does this work out in this circuit? You apply positive voltage here, not much will happen. Drain to source is fully conducting with 0 volts. So if you apply positive voltage, not much will happen. Maybe you'll see a bit of the lamp getting brighter, but really not by much, and you get to a point where it will damage it. So positive voltage in the P junction, you will extend it and it will be smaller. It's not going to pinch. Now same thing again, our hairband, and it's going to be pointing inwards. This is what happens in positive voltage. It goes outwards, gets narrower. Put a negative voltage over here, it gets narrower, right? It gets smaller. Now how does this work out in our circuit? This is the important part. When you do this, you apply negative voltage, this is what happens to the band, right? It gets narrower and it becomes like this, right? A physical band. This is like a hair band. This becomes narrower, or these 2 points become narrower, and this becomes longer. What happens here is that this P increases like this. This P also increases. What happens here? When you do the -5, this thing increases. This thing also increases. What happens is that nothing can pass through here from now. D and S are not conducting. What happens is something from D comes in, current flowing in, it will just accumulate here. If anything goes into this, nothing just passes through it. This is empty because this is completely blocked. If you think of this like a little water carrier, where you gotta have holes, right? So let's say this is like the ground, and you have water flowing in. What this pinching does is it blocks it, so nothing will actually flow from here to here. It's just impossible unless you put a lot of it, which you can also do in here, but you'll damage the transistor. Let's not get there. It's a breakdown point. So it's just like this. In short, in a transistor, if you in a n-channel JFET transistor, if you were to apply a negative voltage to the gate, the band, it will get narrower and the height will increase. So this P will increase like this P will increase like this. What happens is nothing can flow from this region to this region. Impossible. And that's your basic explanation of a JFET NPN transistor. Thank you for watching this video.